Hey, what is up guys, this is Cobb and welcome to the happy little account of Mr. 5 Venom. It's still quite a new, young account and he wants us to take a look at his clan boss team, for which he's currently hitting into around hard difficulty clan boss for about 5 million damage. Feels like he should be doing better for where he is in the game, and honestly, after checking out his roster, I think you'll agree, man. I think there's a lot of optimizations that we can make here, maybe even to outdo our highest score so far in hard clan boss, if we can. A lot of champions are requiring skill books on this account, but man, we got some good ones that we could be building out and a lot of builds that we're going to be fixing on these champions as well. So let's get to it. Speaking of absolute clan boss gods, did you know you can get Fane completely for free by creating a new beginner account using my beginner promo link down below at the top of the video description box? Well, you can. Fane on top of 3 other epic champions, actually. It's an incredible beginner promo link. And by starting a new raid account by using my promo link, you will also get priority access to get involved with this account takeover series. So if you want to appear in this series, the best possible way to do that is simply by creating an account using my beginner promo link. Then go ahead and join my Discord server, man, which is also linked in the description box as well. And that is where you will find the account takeover submissions channel, where you can post your account and get involved in this series, man. So let's do this, man. Some tools you want to be bringing to Demon Lord Clan Boss, some more important than others. As for debuffs, we're looking to decrease attack, the strong version, right? The 50% version if you can. Poisons, HP burns, weakens, decreased defense. Decreased defense is a little bit one of those more optional ones, but it's still pretty damn good if you can fit it in. As for buffs that you want to be bringing, ally protect, increased defense, counter attack, ally attackers. If you can have ally attackers with ally attack skills woven into their kit, they can be very good as well. Block debuffs is going to be great. Basically all of the defensive buffs, and then it's a big bonus if you can bring things like increased speed and increased attack and stuff like that. With that in mind, if you just go on and click ahead into the hard mode clan boss, it looks like this is the team that we are running currently. So Loki for the accuracy aura. Hopefully we can just equip artifacts and not need the accuracy aura. Loki, I've ripped on him a lot in the past. He's fine in the Demon Lord Clan Boss for his ability to extend debuff durations on his A1. So namely kills poisons, having their durations increased is pretty fine for damage. It's okay as a starter. Still not completely optimal in my book. Sun Wukong in this account I don't think has masteries purchased with gems, meaning he's not benefiting from War Master, and he's basically hitting the Demon Lord with a big stick. Not a very good Demon Lord Clan Boss champion, but I see why we're using him, right? We maxed him out very early on the account, took him to level 60 by the looks, and so yeah, we've been throwing him in for that purpose. Tyrell is bringing a decreased attack on his A1 and a decreased defense. However, the decreased attack is overlapping with a Rector Drath's decreased attack, right? She also brings decreased attack on her A1, and so there's a bit of overlap here. And if you've got to pick between keeping the Rector or the Tyrell, I think it's a really easy shout to go for the Rector because she brings perfect veil buffs, which decrease AoE damage taken, and she brings the heals and all of that good stuff. So she just brings a bit more to the table for me than Tyrell is bringing, and of course Kale is bringing the poison, and so he will stay. So I think the only 2 champs I'd recommend that we hold on to in the long term, or at least in the coming weeks or months where we're building this team up and building this team out, it's probably going to be the Rector and the Kale. Everybody else for me is expendable because honestly we have some great Demon Lord Clan Boss champions on this account. Let's get to those. First of all, good old Farrakhan the Fat. His skills are insane. He actually brings the decreased defense debuff as well on his A1, and so Tyrell would hypothetically no longer have to do that job, right? So if we get rid of the Tyrell, we're not going to miss him that much because we already have decreased attack, and now we'd have decreased defense on Farrakhan's A1, which is great. He also brings an HP burn and a double poison debuffer on his A2. Great. Like, just amazing damage into Demon Lord Clan Boss to combo up with the kill. And then he brings an ally attack and crit rate and crit damage buff as well on his A3. Very long cooldown. Farrakhan the Fat, I consider this guy just at a glance to probably be top epic skill tome priority on this account by quite a lot, to be honest. Yeah, Farrakhan is great. Let's go ahead and just key in his does he go Phantom Touch or Cruelty? I think he goes Cruelty, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he goes Cruelty, man. Okay, let's go ahead and key in good old Cruelty on him. Next up, because we're comboing Farrakhan and the Kale, that's plenty of poisons going up on the boss as well as an HP burn. For me, I'd start to phase out the Loki. Personally, you could even phase out the Sun Wukong before the Loki, but a great replacement for all those champs is going to be lovely, man. She's actually almost fully booked up as well. Is going to be the Sepulchre Sentinel. Yeah, she's insane. She's going to bring sort of like a backup decrease attack on her A1 as well. So that's both her and Rector Drath both having like a 50% chance-ish of placing decrease attack on the A1, which is great. Put them both together and you've got something approaching consistency with this debuff on the team, which is lovely. And of course, Sepulchre also brings increased defense, strong version, and block debuffs on all allies for 2 turns on a 3-turn cooldown. Very, very good indeed. Amazing for avoiding the Demon Lord's stun skill that it throws out every 3 turns, you know. And also passive's pretty good too. Has a 25% chance, or rather, I guess like 50% chance booked, of completely blocking incoming damage when an ally is attacked. Just a lovely, lovely champ to have on the team. It's going to give us a crap load of stayability. And then finally, to replace, again, either the Loki or the Sun Wukong, Regard Sergeant is insane. This is going to be a very, very tanky team that we're running all up and over here, man. This is going to be crazy as hell, because Rearguard also brings another chance to place strong version of decreased defense on her A1. Again, just like Farrakhan, right? So put them both together. Both kind of inconsistent if they're on their own. Put them both together, you got something approaching consistency with that, man. Good stuff, right? She also brings an attack all enemies, decreased attack. It's not super reliable on the A2. That's fine, it doesn't have to be. This champ does actually take a hell of a lot of skill bucks just to get it reliable as well. Then her A1 is going to eat a lot of skill bucks as well. She's very, very kind of buck hungry, which is not great. But on her A3, she brings ally protection buff and continuous heal buffs on her A3 on a 3-turn cooldown. So amazing stuff. Her plus Rector Drath is going to be plenty of healing for the team. And yeah, she's going to need it with this ally protect, right? She's going to be taking all kinds of damage. And so with her soaking all of that damage for the team, she better have some good defensive stats to sort of support her build. Now, some general numbers that you want to aim for into a clan boss. So right now we are aiming for hard mode clan boss. That means we want to be looking at least 150 speed on all of these champions when building them out. Sepulchre Sentinel is not hitting that. Farrakhan is not hitting that. It looks like none of them are hitting 100. Okay, Kale is actually hitting 150 speed, and the Rector is just about hitting 150 speed, so good. Some of them are in a okay spot. I'm still going to touch up all of the builds anyway, but you want at least 150 speed going into hard clan boss so that you are just faster than the clan boss by a little bit. You're also going to need 150 accuracy on all of these champions. They are all landing very, very key debuffs. Right now, none of them, not even the Curl and not even the Rector Drath, none of them are hitting the accuracy required to be going into hard mode clan boss, which again is probably why we were using the Loki, right? Just for his increased accuracy aura, which is fair, but I think with the gear that we have available on this account, we should be able to pull those numbers off. And also the amount of defense you have on these champs, you want it to be about 2400 plus, according to the deadwoodjedi.com website, which is like my bible for coming up with clan boss teams, to be fair. And why we don't have to hit exactly 2400 defense on every champ, bear in mind that you know, the increased defense buff from Sepulchre Sentinel is going to yeah, get a lot of people to where they want to be in terms of defense, just having this buff alone. So we shouldn't have to worry too much about that. So first and foremost, man, we're going to go ahead and rebuild the Kill, because, oh my god, he's still in the super beginner offense gear that you get after, I don't know, I think you get this gear like day 1 for clearing Kerok Castle for the first time. So I went ahead and I've gone ahead and just prepared some gear here that we can go ahead and roll up. And yeah, we're going to do that right now because there's an artifact enhancement event live anyway, so now might be a good time to do it. Go ahead, throw some levels onto this. We're just hoping for as many sort of like crit and accuracy rolls as we can. We're doing a really good job at dodging the accuracy right now. You'll also notice as well, I've thrown some offset pieces on here too. I think this is totally fine to do. Crit rate gloves being 5-star with speed and attack as substats. Just great for kill. It doesn't matter that they're part of the Days set. Like, the Days set absolutely sucks. Don't get me wrong, you know, it's just terrible stuff. But stats over gear sets, man. Stats over sets, especially in the super early game. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to go ahead and throw most of these up to just like a plus 12 straight away and see where that lands us in terms of stats. Some of these have already rolled quite nicely, as you can see. Shield is also about to go up as well. Okay, more defense percent, not completely ideal. So our attack output here is going to take a little bit of a hit. in terms of like just raw damage output. I don't want to be the one to go ahead and roll this chestplate up to plus 16, though we could. And I'll probably tell the account owner that I recommend doing that during this artifact enhancement on the kill. And also these gloves could also be rolled up to like a plus 15 just to get us closer towards 100% crit. But this is how the end build is going to look once all is said and done. So the attack takes a bit of a hit. That's okay. The speed stays about where it is. It will be higher when we eventually roll these boots up to 16 as well, which again, I recommend that we do on this champ. The crit rate is looking much, much better, and the accuracy is looking much, much better as well. So let's go ahead and slam the kill in these. Another champ that I've already prepared a build for ahead of time as well is going to be the Rector. And yeah, she was just lacking accuracy. We went ahead and fixed that up. She obviously doesn't need any crit rate, crit damage, whatever. Her speed is much better. We're actually pulling a couple of speed artifacts off of other champions who just don't seem to be seeing as much use on this account, and all in all, she's just in a much better spot. I guess I'll go ahead and roll up some of these artifacts first and foremost. Anywhere these go really doesn't matter, to be honest. Double speed roll is pretty saucy. These are just very good speed gloves, honestly, for the early game now. We've also got these boots to roll up as well, which, frankly, they're just 5-star speed boots. Again, it doesn't really matter that much what the substats are. I just saw accuracy and they're 5-star speed boots, and that's enough for me, you know? Oh, we can also take up the shield a little bit as well. Which has great stat rolls on it. Sadly, we get a little bit of resistance there towards the end, so we'll go ahead and just leave these at that. And this is looking pretty good. Like, these stats all come together into something approaching awesomosity in my book. So we go ahead, equip up the Rector Dreth, and now we have the Farrakhan to build out. Did I already plan a build for him? Oh my god, I did! Okay, dude, I'm on fire, man. Okay, I've got a couple of champs to build after this one that we will do manually, sort of do it live, you know? But because the Farrakhan is not booked out, I was thinking maybe like a Reflex set or a Relentless set, which is obviously what I went for in the end, where we're just trying to hit decent speed, decent accuracy. He's lacking a little bit on the accuracy, which worries me a little bit. If you could hit accuracy here by rolling these up to 12, I'd be much happier. We get a little bit more health percentage. But Farrakhan is one of those strange champions where even though he's an attack-based champ, it doesn't matter. You just kind of want to build the guy out with defense percent, HP percent, and then plenty of speed and accuracy. He's not one of those attack-based champions where building him with a crazy amount of damage is really that important, and so we've deliberately tanked down his attack by a hell of a lot. He has much better defensive stats now instead, as you can see. His speed is greatly improved, and his accuracy is also decently improved. It's a little bit short. Again, 150 accuracy is recommended to be going into hard Demon Lord clan boss, so he's a little bit short. That said, he's also rank 6. We can work on ascending him up and getting some good accessory artifacts on him to boost up his accuracy in the coming weeks. But again, I'll leave that to the account owner in this case. So we'll go ahead and equip those on Farrakhan, and now it's Sepulchre Sentinel and Rear Guard. Sentinel? Rear Guard Sergeant. The Sentinel of the Sergeant. God damn it. Okay, so my main concern with the Sepulchre build right now is that it just seems to be it's just lacking in raw defensive stats. The HP is a little bit low. I know that she's not max level just yet, but even still, the defense a little bit on the low side as well. Like 1800 for a Sentinel. Not all that saucy. We have HP percentage gauntlets and we have accuracy main stat chest piece. Let's see if we can go ahead and find some better gauntlets and chests right away. So the very first thing I'm going to do is go into the filters, check gloves and chest piece, and we're just going to be looking for HP and defense percent and just see if we can build a mix using a decent set. First and foremost, speed could work, accuracy could work. What are the decent sets? Oh, I also want to show artifacts that are equipped as well, because there's going to be a lot of those that then get added to the list. Okay, resilience could be good, immortal could be good. Just all of the super defensive stuff. Honestly, even some pinpoint pieces could be fine as well. Feral could also be quite reasonable, as long as the stat rolls are okay. Perception, it looks like a lot of the best perception pieces are already taken by Farrakhan the Rotund, so they're probably not going to happen. Okay, so we found ourselves these happy little gloves here that are currently equipped on, who's this again, Templar? Something like that, man. Either way, man, it got speed, accuracy rolls, HP percent is main stat. I think we're going to be going ahead and stealing those. And in the Toxic set right here, we've actually got some HP percent speed rolls here as well. Kind of low rolls, but still defensive main. Let's go ahead and take these up, see if we can just hit some. I mean, to be honest, either or would have been totally fine. So we find either way with those. Go ahead, throw this on as well. Now we're just looking for any other kind of accuracy pieces that we can throw on and get Sepulchre's accuracy up to where it needs to be. As for boots, we're going to look for speed, main stat, and accuracy substat in the 5-star bracket of gear. Oh my god, the Loki has really, really good speed boots on, man. These are really good. They're also maxed out as well, defense, but like, Okay, I guess we'll leave those alone for now. Can we take them off of somebody else? Like, I don't want to remove them. I don't want to remove them from the Tyrell either. I don't want to break existing builds if I can avoid it. But Grappler, he's kind of a piece of crap, man. I think we'll go ahead and steal his shoes like a schoolyard bully, man. There we go. So we boost up our accuracy a little bit with those as well. And this is what the Sepulchre's build looks like once all is said and done. We actually replaced a 3-star defense ring with a very, very good 5-star defense ring that actually rolled pretty positively as well into percentage defense and health. Big speed increase, huge accuracy increase. She's now got more than enough accuracy to take on a hard clan boss. The shield is fine. It's a 4-star. Same thing, 4-star headgear as well to get that resilience set bonus, and she's just looking in a much, much better spot now. Now, as for Rearguard Sergeant, this is a champ that we might build out and then end up not using right away. Again, she's very, very, very skill book dependent, right? Especially for the ally protect and the continuous heal. In fact, if you can get away with just using a couple of skill books and getting very, very lucky and just booking out the A3, you could probably just leave the rest of her alone, to be honest, because she just takes so many bucks otherwise. And we've already got decreased attack coming in anyway from the Rector Drath, so it's not a super high priority to max book her out. It's mostly about getting the A3 done, but until she gets the A3 booked out, I fear that she might not provide enough to the team right now to actually earn her place ahead of Sun Wukong or even Loki the Deceiver. I think Loki might be slightly better than Sun Wukong in this situation, even at level 50, just because of his ability to increase the duration of enemy debuffs. But okay, regardless, let's go ahead and rebuild the Rearguard Sergeant. Okay, man, it's time to make some big decisions in this one. We've got a pretty suboptimal Relentless Chestplate here that just, it happens to be 6-star defense percent. That's great. It's only got a single speed roll so far. We'll go ahead and try that on for the time being. 6-star defense percent, I mean, it's gotta be good. It's gotta be okay, even if the substats kind of suck right now. But we're getting a little bit limited on choices right now, as you can see. We've also got some feral gloves here with, frankly, pretty dreadful substats as well. Failed to hit defense percent even a single time, but even still, what you're not seeing on these feral gauntlets is, of course, just an instant plus 40 accuracy for even just a one-piece set, right? And so, HP percent, if it can hit defense, just one single time here, I'd be pretty damn happy with these. Oh my god, it does. Okay, saved, man. Okay, they're still not completely optimal, but it's 40 defense, HP percent. We can't really whine too much about that. Okay, let's handle the boots. Oh, hello. How did I miss these, dude? Look at these, man. HP percent, defense percent, 6-star speed boots. I mean, bro, as long as we dodge resistance a little bit, cushy, lovely, awesome. Okay, man. Sweet. All right, dude. Very, very, very good speed boots for the Rearguard Sergeant here. Alright, let's see if we can make up the rest of that accuracy, man. Then we're going to feel pretty damn good about this build. Oh my god, dude. Alright, we've got some good gear sitting around here, man. Look at this gosh darn weapon, dude. For perception, max rolled as well. Let's go ahead and throw this on. We have a shield here that's a little bit less optimal. Even though all of the rolls missed all of the good stuff, it does still have HP percent and defense percent, and most importantly is, of course, activating the all-important set bonus. And then down in the pinpoint gear, we just got a mythical headgear here, which is looking pretty saucy as well. We'll go ahead and crank this up and just try and hit the defense percent or the HP percent. You know, not bad. Pretty damn, we at least hit the red stat one time. Let's take it up to 12. Oh, bro. Okay, this is a damn good piece of headgear. I won't do the honors of max rolling this up myself, but yeah, we're in a very, very, very good spot with this. I will take all of these items up to 12. Just like, oh my god, another speed roll. Very, very nice indeed. Yeah, we're looking saucy. So the accuracy can, of course, be improved upon by accessories being equipped and blah, 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 blah. We just don't have any dwarf accessories, man. You know what? I think it was the dwarf faction as well for me. No, it was the barbarians. It took me like 4 months to get like one single solitary ring to drop from Spider for the barbarians. It was really bad. But okay, rebuild complete. Defense looking very, very good. With an increased defense buff, this is going to be more than enough for hard Demon Lord, maybe even beyond. Health is looking great. Speed is greatly improved. Accuracy greatly improved. Very, very nice, man. Rearguard Sergeant is ready to rock and roll. So we're going to go ahead and build out the team using Sepulchre Sentinel as the team leader with a 25% increased defense aura, I think in all battles actually, so she is very, very well versed to be team leader here. We're going to throw in Rector Drath, we're going to throw in the Rearguard Sergeant, the Kale, and then of course the good old Farrakhan the Fat. So 5 million damage was the best we've ever done to this level of Demon Lord Clan Boss. Let's see how we do now, dude. Is it gonna have been a rip-roaring success? Let's find out, shall we? Okay. Double speed this up. Big ally attack comes in from Farrakhan, looking pretty great. Kills poisons, landing very, very consistently now. And then the ally protect comes out, such that the Demon Lord literally hits us for like 70 damage across everybody. Yeah, this is a very, very, very defensively secure team against hard mode Clan Boss at least. Let's see if we've got the damage to do this, man, because we're really leaning very, very heavily on just the HP burns and the poisons. And we've also got the issue of Farrakhan. The boss recently changed over to magic affinity. And Farrakhan is going to be weak hitting into the Demon Lord as a result, right? He's also the one taking the stuns, which is quite interesting, but okay, I'm just going to go ahead and let this play out, and I'll just catch up with you guys on like, I don't know, 10-10 or 15 or something, and see how we're doing. Alrighty. We're up to round 14 just now. Clan Boss damage is starting to get a little bit crazy, man. Starting to get a little bit nutty, a little bit out of control here. I'm also feeling like Farrakhan is using his A1 just a hell of a lot, primarily because he's not skill booked up. And same thing with Rearguard as well. The uptime for the ally protect is just not quite as hot as, well, it's about as bad as I was expecting, you know. Desperately in need of skill books on these two champions. But the damage is coming along pretty spiffingly. It's doing quite okay. Approaching like the 4 million mark just now. Let's see where we finish up. Okay, so the ally project just went up. Yeah, it makes a huge difference in mitigating damage, dude. Oh my god. While the ally project is up, we feel like almost invincible. As soon as it's down, we're getting chunked down by a hell of a lot, man. A hell of a lot. And this is bookable down again to a 3-turn, so yeah, that's a hit without the ally project, man. Kale almost one-shotted. Okay, yeah. So it gets rough very, very quick as soon as we don't have ally protect, man. So on that front, until we get the Rearguard Sergeant booked up, we're probably better off just running different champs, throwing the Loki in here instead, for example, or maybe even the Wukong, whoever would bolster out the damage the most. I think the Loki would probably have the most effect, but it looks like we're going to hit about, or maybe like just over what we hit. Like, apparently our best damage ever against this version of Clan Boss is 5 million. So the fact that we have a lot of champs here who are not maximally built out and are lacking seal books and stuff and are able to match that out, I'd say this is a pretty decent experiment so far. Okay, and I'm getting a little bit scared that we're about to get one-shotted just now, so I'm going to go ahead and end the run here and call it about 5.5 million damage for attempt number 1. And alright, this is what the new Loki build is shaping up to look like, man. Just a much more focus on trying to hit higher crit rate. We've got some crit rate gauntlets here that we could take all the way up to rank 16. Again, honestly, I'd recommend that we just do it this early on an account. You might as well just roll 6-star crit rate gauntlets up to max rank, might as well. But yeah, we've also just gained a little bit of attack. Crit damage has stayed about the same, gained in crit rate. Again, we could gain more. Speed has increased. Yeah, also just gained a crap load more accuracy as well, almost accidentally. Let's go ahead and take this weapon up to 12. Goes into HP percent again, which is not completely ideal, but yeah, let's go ahead and get the Loki re-geared. And let's throw him into this thing, man, and see how we do. Out with Rearguard Sergeant, in with the Loki. Let's see how we do here, man. Alrighty. We are gallivanting into turn 10, and things are looking pretty strong, man. So 5.4 million was our damage in the last run. Very, very interesting, man, if we end up being able to actually surpass that in this run, man. So yeah, going just really, really strong so far, dude. Now, of course, the Clan Boss is going to start to ramp up damage, so let's see where we end up and if Loki's ability to be extending our debuff durations is just better for the team as of right now, because it is doing a lot of work right now. Oh, things getting a little bit sketchy, boys. The kill dropping extraordinarily low. Okay, nice. He's actually going to make it through another cycle of attacks. Okay, so we've already beat the last attempt. Looking solid, man. 5 million was about the most we've ever pulled on this account before this. Looks like with just some proper gearing up and tuning these guys up quite a bit in terms of gear, at that, rebuilding, we might have been able to push pretty damn solidly into a hard Clan Boss here. Might even be ready, honestly, to at least earn like the first chest or two from Brutal with this team now. Alright, man, alright. Look at these damage numbers, bros. Okay, we're very, very much on our last legs now, as you can well see, but 9 mil? Hell yeah, dude. That's a keep right there. I mean, we have no choice but to keep this result. This isn't Hydra we're talking about here, but lovely. Okay, man. Hard. That's almost one keying hard mode. At least. And you know, once a lot of these champions have skill books and have masteries as well, and things like the War Master mastery, suddenly we're just looking at a hell of a lot more damage here as well, and we're in a position then where we can basically be one keying hard. I'm quite tempted to see just how we do into Brutal. I'll go ahead and basically skip over the fight and just see where we end up here. Alright, man, and it ends. Smack to the face for Loki, nearly 6 million damage dealt with the Brutal key, just first attempt. Does that actually get us a chest in Brutal? It actually does? Yeah, 5.8. Yeah, we actually got the first chest in Brutal Clan Boss. Okay, man. I'd consider that an upgrade. Very, very good stuff, man. Okay, cool. We can be proud of this one, boys. And hey, man, Mr. 5 Venom, can I just say, you've got an amazing little champ roster here all ready to build out, man. The Reliquary already. War Maiden on, basically in gear, ready to go up to 50 maybe anytime soon. The Nalhorn is a great pull. Diabolus, great. Miscreated, amazing. Doom Priest, fantastic. Oh my god, even the Magna, dude. Wow, you got such a good champion roster sitting here, man. What an immense account to have worked on. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you all did enjoy this one. If you're looking to get involved in this series, then the best possible way to do that is to sign up to Raid using my beginner promo link to create a new account. You get yourself 4 free epic champions in the process, and get yourself a priority pass to get involved in this account takeover series. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you all did enjoy, and I'm going to catch all of y'all just a tad bit later. Job well done, boys.